What's going on? Tim with Perkins Roofing here for Fisher Island Part 10. This is probably going to be the last video. We are just wrapping up the finishing details on this project now. Most of the project is completed. You can see behind me a fully finished lobby. You'll also see in the drone videos that most of the building is completed. We're just finishing up the eyebrows at this point. And if you watch Fisher Island Part 9, you can see me go up in the high reach and see how hard it is and how much time it takes to get to those eyebrows. Speaking of which, you can see my guys behind me on one of those eyebrows right now. Let's walk through the lobby and get a little bit closer to what the guys are doing. You can see how beautiful the lobby looks right now. With all of our completed tile roof details. Up here, our copper drip metal. And up there, my friends are putting the tiles on that little eyebrow. You can see they're strapped up there, pretty dangerous. They've got the hoses running down to the little eyebrow there. And so this video should be a little bit of a shorty. We're gonna show a lot of drone videos in this one because I wanna show you what the completed project is looking like now that it's fully finished. We'll even flash back and look what the project looked like before we got here, or where we started. But we have 10 videos, so if you want to see the whole project start to finish, you can see all the different stages, different details of the work. So you see the guys up there, we've got our ladder all tied up. They're up there with harnessed up, ropes coming down, just to do that little section. And then we'll come around the back too, and see what the guys are doing on the eyebrows in the back. But basically all we're doing right now is eyebrow work. Voila, what a beautiful project. I'm on one of the flat roofs right now. You can see all these details behind me. You see these laps here are all coated with Polyflash 1C, which is a polyurethane membrane. We have fabric and coating. So basically they're 3-coursed in. So you coat it, you are using blue tape to get nice straight lines, little race stripes almost. But we use blue tape, coat it in, put fabric, and then coat it in, 3-course. Coating, fabric, coating. I'm gonna climb over some of these pipes here. You can see all these different details up here so we can see what our finished roof looks like. So you see this is our standard gray cap sheet. This is a torch. This is called S6, which is a heavier duty torch roll than the standard Polyflex. So this is S6, which is thicker. I'll pop the millage up here. I don't have it in front of me, but I'll get that product data sheet, pop the millage up over my head right now. But you can see what all these penetrations look like. We liquid penetrate all this stuff in. There's a termination bar here behind this as well. But we liquid flash all of these penetrations in. Because when you have penetrations like this, the liquid flashing is a better product than using curbs or pitch pans because those things leak. This is polyurethane, it's moisture curing. Polyurethane is very strong. It's the best out of all of the coating products that you can put down as a polyurethane. But you can see all these details are done with polyurethane. Much better than chem curbs and pitch pans. Things that are gonna leak over time, they're gonna hold water. None of these things are gonna hold water, none of these things are gonna leak. That's one of the reasons why I love the Polyflash product. My guys keep a can of Polyflash on all their trucks for repairs even, not just for re-roofing. So Polyflash is an excellent product. You can see the drain here. We're still missing our ring right here for this drain. So there's our hole for water to go down, but we're missing our drain right there. And then this, what a pain in the butt detail something like this is. You see we've got these like, there's a curve and then there's these little things here. These details, they suck to do, to be transparent. But the liquid flashing makes it a lot easier than trying to flash that thing in via other means. But you can see, looking great here, our tiles on the center tower are all done. Tiles are done pretty much everywhere except for on the eyebrows and around the skylight here, because we're still swapping the skylight out. This is the last detail we're going to get to on this project, and I mentioned that last video. Just swapping the skylight out. That's the last thing we're going to get to. But you can see everything's looking nice and clean and beautiful as we look at this flat roof, and then wrap our way around to the next one. And look, here's our foam for my guys working on the eyebrow. And that eyebrow that I showed you is just around the corner, right around here. But this is our foam lines for the eyebrow work. See the tiles all done here. We'll come through and look at this other flat roof here too. So there's one flat roof, and here is another. And you'll be able to see same details, poly flash 1C, all these crazy machines, springs all over the place. The poly flash is just the best way to do it. You can see all of our copper flashing metal in, stucco done. Voila. You can see all these details, pipe details. This is a lot better than pitch pans. You can see we're still in progress finishing some of these flashings. This is how you do the poly flash, is you blue tape it off in these areas to make it nice and straight. You see we just have some temp flashings in for now because we didn't want any leaking, but we're doing our final nice flashing with our blue tape around. You can see we still have to do this field drain here. Right now it's just a core and a hole straight through the pipe. There's no drain bowl in yet, so we're waiting for the drain bowl. The plumbers have to put the drain bowl so we can do our flashing in this area. And you can see right here there's an overflow drain. So we have to do cap sheet where that overflow drain is around the drain and finish up our roofing there. So we're still waiting for the plumbers to do some work here. But you can see this is what the in progress of the poly flash details looks like. So you can see that these walls here are prepped for coping cap install. We still have to wrap the cap sheet back and put the coping cap like this on these. The poly flash details completed. And then what we had to do on these ones is we have a field scupper here and then an overflow scupper. So you see our overflow scupper right here. Field scupper, overflow scupper. On the other side, you can see punched out stucco around it. There's the old one and a precast piece. And a scupper is just a through wall drain. It's basically a drain that goes through the wall. You see there's no drain in the middle of this flat roof here. So since there's no field drain, which would be here, we have through wall scuppers. Field through wall scupper. And then that one is the overflow, because when they built these buildings, basically all these little flat roofs were only designed with one drain. But since then, code has updated where you have to have, for every field drain, there needs to be an overflow drain as well in case this one gets clogged. So this is why we have to punch these overflow drains out now in all these different little flat roofs all around the building, because the code changed from just having one drain, a primary drain, to needing a secondary overflow too, in case this one gets clogged. And the secondary has to be higher by a couple of inches over the field drain. So what they need to do on the scupper is that they have to bring the poly flash inside the scupper and flash on the inside with the fabric. So this needs to be wrapped with the fabric and poly flash on the inside of the scupper, like this. Really, they should have used a tape here too though, and make it squared off, make it look nice and pretty. And then a cooling tower room right now. You can see the poly flash details are done. This one actually has a new drain put in, so you can see what the new drain bolts look like when they're in. But you can see there's still work being done in here. Hence all of this equipment. But all the poly flash details are completed. The wall details are all completed. Just need paint on the stucco, and that's it. Besides the paint, everything is done. And this is what the new drain bowls look like. You see these are like a brown, bronze color. Here's the strainers for them. See? So these are what these flat roofs look like when they're done. There's a lot of equipment here, and this thing is just pounding water. Like I'm getting wet standing under this thing right now, but that's just the environment that we're living in on this building. Here's another view of a couple of the new drains. This is a combo drain. You can see the combo drain. Here's the field. And here's the overflow. Here's the cool thing about the combo drain is you only have to put one piece in. And it's got both drains. You just have to have a Y junction. Here's the overflow. And then here's the field drain. So the plumber put this in, which we recommended because we're inside of like a room basically, and there's nowhere to put an overflow through here. So we're on the back side of the building now, on the eyebrow side. And you can see we got our boom, whoop, going all the way up to do these eyebrows. And then we have some of the shorter eyebrows here we're touching up as well at the same time. So finishing up the tiles up there. We're finishing up the details on the stucco and the painting over here. We've got guys up on the flat roofs doing the details on the flat roofs. And then we have the eyebrow in the front. So we're just finishing up these touch-up items. And this project is going to be completed within the next week. And we'll be done. We started this project about Thanksgiving. We had some breaks for the holidays. And right now, it is the first week of April. So about 4 or 5 months lead time on a project like this. That's not that bad. Last building that we did here on the island, the pandemic happened right when we were working, so the project got shut down even for a couple months. And you can see we've got our other high reach machine here too, and we have our own golf cart here for Fisher Island. So that's how we roll here. When you hire Perkins Roofing for a special project, we buy and get all the equipment we need. Golf cart, check. Booms, check. Crane up in here, check. We do what's needed to get the job done and do it the right way. So you can see it's a lot of work, and we're just closing this bad boy up. So, this is the end, my friends, of Fisher Island Part 10. I hope you enjoyed this entire video series, not just this video, but the whole series. I'm gonna try to put a lot of drone videos, probably over my face, maybe right now, into this so you can see what the final project looks like when we're done. If you have any roofing needs in Miami-Dade, Broward, or the Keys, give us a call at 305 MIA Roof. And for Palm Beach, Martin, and St. Lucie counties, call us at 561-559-ROOF. At Perkins Roofing, we do roofing of all types, barrel tile. I'm giving you an AG1 commercial right now. Barrel tile, standing seam metal, all types of metal, shingles, flat roofs from TPO to polyglass, asphaltic flat roofs. Prefer the polyglass because it's thicker. The more millage you get, generally the better roofing system you're gonna have. But you can see we're not afraid to take on any project. A project like this is very difficult. This is literally the Atlantic Ocean right here behind me. You keep going that way, you're probably gonna hit Africa or Spain or something like that. Actually, you'll hit the Bahamas, but anyway, we're not afraid. This is an island. If you watch Fisher Island Part 8, you're gonna see the access to this island is a pain to get to. It's not an easy project. Getting stuff like this on the island, booms, working on these little eyebrows like this up here, all those little flat roofs all over the place, all kinds of details. These are the projects where it's not about the field, it's about the details. You have to have the team that is detail-oriented enough to do the details correctly so that you don't run into water intrusion issues. When you're doing a roof, you want your roof done correctly. I tell people this all the time. When it comes to roofing or construction, you have to prioritize what you care about the most. You can pick the lowest price, but if you do that, you're gonna get the lowest quality because those people are gonna be cutting corners. So you have to figure out on your little triangle, your pyramid, price, speed, and quality. What is most important to you and where? Because if you're gonna go for speed, you're gonna sacrifice quality and you might have to pay more if you have to get it done right away. If you're gonna go for highest quality, it's gonna take a little bit longer, and because it's taking longer, it's probably gonna cost a little more too, because the more days you're on the job, the more it's gonna cost. So you have to figure out in that triangle where you wanna be: price, quality, speed. And it's your job as the customer to inform us, the contractor, what kind of project you want. You want us to focus on speed, price, quality. Because we can do either. We can do them all. But you have to figure out where on that triangle you want to be. Do you want to be in the middle? If you want to be in the middle, let us know. It's very important to make sure that you hire the right contractor for where you want to be in that triangle. We like to focus on quality, obviously. And if you want the highest end quality, you're probably going to have to pay that highest end price. But if you are a fan of this project, please follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you need any roofing at all in Florida, give us a call at Perkins Roofing. Call one of our branches and hit us up. We do travel throughout the state. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Fisher Island, Part 10. We're about to be done, baby. See you next time.